Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. We are going to continue the trend today of using smokes with random troops. I've already done Scorchers and Riflemen, done a ton of Warriors and Zookas in the past, but we're trying to do like the non-traditional ones. I actually set up a playlist. If you want to see the other ones, I will link that in the third line of the description. But you can see today we got Smokey Tanks. Someone commented try Smokey Tanks or Smokey Cryoneers, and I really don't want to do either. I don't like tanks as is, but I think that'll be way more entertaining. Let's check out some of the bases and see if we will do fine. So in my last one, I did Smoky Scorchers, and that was pretty hard because you couldn't really use any GBE. I guess you could. You could use a little bit of GBE before the attack, but then you would run out of energy a lot. Good thing tanks are way less expensive, but I think because they are slower, we are going to have to be more strategic in our place down. So we got a flare going right there, we got a smoke, and we are slowly going to place them down here, kind of like a smoky Zuka landing, and then we will continue it going over here. Starting to get a little bit behind. I don't have too much practice with this, if you can tell. But I think a mistake is I put Brick down right away, and she's just going to run way out in front of the troop. So I want to hang on to her, but I'm really bad at doing that. So hopefully you guys don't mind too much, but we'll be fine. This is like kind of an easy base to start out on. Only really flamethrowers protecting the HQ right there, and we'll have enough for a couple shock bombs. Let's get our final two smokes down, and because tanks are so slow, by the time they get there most of the duration will be up, so in a way it seems more efficient than it actually is. Let's get a flare in the HQ, and we'll get a couple shock bombs out, and Everspark Brick popped, and there we go. They should be able to two-shot it. Down it goes. So that was a good start. When we go against ice bases, though, we're gonna hope it is front-loaded because we didn't have as much GBE at the end there as I was hoping, so a lot of our GBE went to smokes there. So hopefully with the ice bases, they might be a little more front-loaded without shield generators preferably, but it looks like we will have to take out a shield generator first here. But I think that's fine. If we get them kind of between the mortar and the HQ there, flare them onto the shield generators, and then afterward flare them on the HQ, we should be fine. But yeah, let's test this out. So I am going to barrage right here. Our goal is to take out shock mines and boom mines. They move slow enough, so the shock mines are pretty self-explanatory, and I'm not sure how they are going to react. So we're going to take out that boom mine, and then these two over here. So we're starting with 144, and that does not include the deploying costs. I think this one I will be fine just to place them down. This might be a better one, but we got... Okay, I didn't hold on to Brick once again. Let's get a first flare. I'm going to have it right next to that Mega Crab statue. They converged perfectly like I wanted, and it looks like we didn't need to take out that one shock mine, but it's okay. I'm fine with spending a little bit of extra energy. Let's get our second flare posted there, and we will get... Oh no, we're going to have to throw two more smokes. So let's get those deployed. 37 energy, so it'll be plus or minus 4, so 33, and then another like 5. So we're only going to have enough for like 2 shock bombs. Shoot, that is a terrible spread. I didn't expect that to happen. Let's get a couple shocks out. There's a flare on the shield generator. There we go. Let's get battle orders popped, and we should be fine to take this out. I am going to tiny shock the shock launchers that we're about to fire, and it looks like we are losing our troops. So too many boom cannons by the HQ. That is a shame. I thought we had it for a second there, but looks like our tanks thinned out. I don't think I'm gonna try that base again. I don't think a second attempt would really help us out here. Let's see. So based on the ice statues, this one should be a bit easier. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to double barrage right here. I kind of threw them off center. I'm hoping they take out some of the buildings near. Looks like they took out one, but now we can BART it down with a couple artillery. Hopefully get a good return, and once we get through that shield generator, we should be fine to make a run on this base here. But first, let's see. So I see a shock mine and some boom mines blocking my path. Let's get a box of critters. That's fine. It didn't take out one of the boom mines I was hoping, but um, we should be fine actually. Let's spend the extra energy here because they are going to run it over, and I do see another shock mine, and I do want to go up the gut, right up the middle. So let's get our tanks down, and I think our first flare, we only have 83 energy. It's going to be like right in front of the shock launcher there. Hopefully get a smoke up before the shock launcher goes. And now we got Brick, so we are going to throw her down. She should be able to catch up, but just in case, we want the tanks still out in front because I want that boom mine gone. I don't want Brick getting hit by it. It looks like the boom mine, I was expecting more damage on the tanks from the boom mine, but that's fine. But hopefully the spread is more contained this time. It looks like they're going to spread out once again. It's just so cramped in that right there. I threw an early flare in the HQ hoping that would clean it up, but I'm not sure it did. And now, I guess we throw a couple tiny shocks out and hope we can do enough damage to the HQ. It's not looking great, but I do have enough for some tiny shocks still. And we are now 1 for 3 on our attacks. Unfortunate, we did not beat that one either, so we're kind of running into a wall here. I thought this would do better than the Scorcher one if I'm being honest, but no, not so far. It has not been going too well. Maybe I need to focus on boom cannons and grapplers. I don't think we're going to be able to take that one out either. I guess we would have had enough energy, but the 2 grapplers would have just been insanely annoying. I think if we do this one, it might be beneficial to flare above the HQ. That would waste extra energy, but then this cannon wouldn't be in range, this boom cannon wouldn't be in range, this cannon wouldn't be in range, and there's not much behind the HQ. So I am going to try this one out. Let's see. There is no ice statues on this base either, so that will be to our benefit. It'll be to our major benefit for this attack. But let's get a path cleared. I'm not sure if that shock mine would have been in the way or not. I think I might be able to thread him right here. I'm very nervous that the building clumps is going to make them spread out, but I think we're just going to go with it here. So we got our 2 smokes down. We're going to hold on to Brick for a second, then we're going to get a flare, and we will get them running right where we want. Now Brick is going to be a little awkward. Now that I think about it, she probably will get taken out beforehand. No, she survived. There we go. Alright, now we got a flare behind the HQ. There was a shock mine I did not see. We're gonna have to sacrifice an extra smoke there, or 2 possibly, because of how long the shock mine duration is. But now we are very awkwardly behind the HQ. I don't want to spend the extra smoke there, but I think we can like kind of cut off our troops. Flare right on the HQ. I am super late to the shocks, and I know I was trying to avoid one of the cannons with this. I think that one was still in range the way it turned. I didn't get as far back in the HQ as I wanted, or as far behind, but it didn't really matter. So the key to this is attacking bases that are not ice boosted or have like a ton of prototypes that are very detrimental to a tank strat. But maybe we'll have success with this one. Where's the statue? So there are ice statues. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is we are gonna try and bark down 2 boom cannons here, and hopefully that will clean up enough. Oh my gosh, they are pretty healthy. We're wasted so much. It's fine though. This is a necessary cost. We got 2 down. I think what I can do is get a good shock right there, take out 2 boom cannons, and then over here as well we can get a few. So hopefully this one will go smooth, but I'm starting to think it won't go as planned, and somehow that boom mine did not. Somehow the critters did not spread out to see that boom mine. But let's get our 2 smokes out and get our troops down. Shoot, I let Brick go just a tad early there. I gave it the extra click. This could be bad. She might run over the boom mine. I'm hoping the tanks will sacrifice it. Nope, she's on the left side, so that's great. Now we get a flare right right in the middle there. We'll get one more smoke down. So 52 energy should be enough. 48 once you account for that final flare. But boy, do they just spread out when there's too many buildings there. That is frustrating. Alright, let's get our shocks out. And let's get a battle orders and a tiny shock on the boom cannon behind. And then how are we looking? I think we should be fine to take it out. I'm going to get 2 tiny shocks just in case onto the shock launchers. And that was alright. I mean, it was closer than I wanted, but we still got the victory. And can you complain? Those 2 attacks kind of humbled me on this strat. The 2 defeats, the unfortunate, the sad defeats. But let's test this out on one more base and see how it goes. And probably then, okay, I will take this one. I'm not going to count this as an attack, but we are still gonna use a smoky strat because even though it's a free base, we still gotta have respect to the video. What are you doing? We're gonna have 2 tanks die because they are silly, and we're gonna have more than 2 tanks die because they spread out so much. That is my fault. We should have centered them up first. Let's get our shocks out, and we should be fine. We actually have only lost 2 so far. Okay, make that 3, and down it goes. So we lost 3 tanks on a free base. That is quite sad, but that means we get another attack in. We get another extra base here. Very nice. I will take that. It's been a while since I've gotten to attack a free base, and that means we did not fail to it, which is a good thing. It looks like we got a good clump of bases down on the bottom here. I guess we'll see how they go. That's a hard no for me. A big no right there. All right, this one should be fine. It's kind of like a defending hammerman layout where there's a bunch of levels of defenses there and kind of thin around the HQ, but I think we should be fine to take it out. I'm gonna flare them behind the HQ again if I can. Looks like maybe 2, 3 of the boom cannons will still be in range. That's fine. But we are gonna make our way through this base here. Let's get a barrage right here. Hopefully a good spread. We actually might take out a ton of defenses. You know, I didn't really think about that. Let's take out this boom cannon here. That's gonna probably snipe one of my tanks and take them out. But we are not gonna risk it. So let's get our 2 smokes. I threw those more to the left than I was expecting. That's fine though. We are okay. We are fine. These are tanks. They are not Zookas. So 1 rocket launcher or shock blaster bullet will not kill them. However, stepping outside and exposing yourself to a grappler boom surprise combo will get you killed. And now we are so far off center. This is going to be a very awkward and ugly run lane. That makes us so we have to spend 1 extra smoke there. And then we are going to have once again an awkward kind of park place behind there. But we are going to sacrifice the extra smoke. So we use 2 extra. Very not great for our GBE, and they are spreading out so much. Tanks are not great with smokes. I'm sure you are surprised. I accidentally double shocked an area there. So we had to use a tiny shock on the other shock launcher that wasn't even in range, because that is how good I am at this game. But a good way to end the video with a free base and a horrible mechanical attack that still ended in victory. Let's see what our loot is at, because we want to get an upgrade. We are close to maxed out. Get those tanks retrained like we're going to use them again. Collect the resource boat, and it looks like we can get an iron storage up to max level, so we will gladly spend the loot on that. Go convert our gold while we still can, because we get new tribes in 3 hours and 38 minutes. I'm hoping for bombardier boost so we can do smoky bombardiers next time we do this. I'm not saying it will be in my next video, but sometime in the next couple weeks. But thanks for making it to the end. Let me know your thoughts on Smokey Tanks. Not as good as Smoky Scorchers or Smoky Riflemen, but it still got the job done on some bases. So better than I was expecting. No, well, not true. Better than regular tank strats with me, at least. But yeah, we'll see you guys in tomorrow's Boom Beach video. Enjoy the protectors. Forgot to announce those will be out. I know, we're really fun proto troop, but yeah, bye-bye.